Good morning, everybody. It is Charlie here, and welcome back to another video on the Chatting Leeds YouTube channel. It's time for another instalment of Bitesize Leeds, all the latest goings on in the wonderful world of Leeds United Football Club. Grab yourself a cup of tea or a coffee, turn the volume up if you're on the way to work as we catch up on yesterday's news, Tuesday's news, which was the 22nd of August. Just before we get into it, as always, please smash that like button. Please subscribe to the channel if you are brand new. We're on the road to 3K. If you could do me a solid, it is free and it only takes a second. Just hit the subscribe button. That would really help me out. Hit the notification bell as well so that you're always aware of when I'm uploading and going live. And of course, get all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. So then, firstly, let's just speak about the news that broke last night. I did do a video, a brief video on it last night. Gnonto has done a surprise U-turn and is now training with the first team squad. He's had conversations with Daniel Farker and Angus Kinnear, which has ultimately led to him being integrated back into the first team fold. Does that mean he will be in contention for Saturday? Who knows? He could be. But obviously, the big debate now is: would you be happy to see Gnonto back in the team? Now, I can understand people saying yes, and I can understand people saying no. I can understand both sides. Obviously, football fans are fickle, as we all are. If Gnonto plays on Saturday, plays really well, scores or assists, I'm I'm not saying everyone will just forgive and forget, but at least it'll appease the fans a little bit. A few things that he could do to help with that as well. Firstly, I think he should sack his agent because I think he's been very, very poorly advised throughout this whole saga. An apology needs to be issued as well. Like I said last night, none of this PR nonsense that's just automatically written by someone else. Even if it has to be a video message, something from him, from the heart, explaining himself and just, asking for forgiveness. Again, that won't sit right with every Leeds United fan, and rightly so, but at least it's a start. At least it's him trying to make an effort. And if he stays at the club beyond the window, then he's got a lot of grafting to do to get the fans back on side. But like I said, though, sacking his agent, a public apology, and good performances on the pitch, and in a few months, I think everyone forgives and forgets. Is he doing this because Everton won't match the fee that Leeds want? Is he doing it because he said, "Look, I'll continue to play until a team matches the fee you want"? But if it is that, then he should have just done that from the start. He's not helped himself one bit, and he's got a lot of making up to do. So, yeah, as I say, guys, hit me up in the comments. Would you take Gnonto back in the team or not? Right, then, let's get on to some potential incomings then. It was reported yesterday, quite from a few sources actually, that Glenn Kamara is in advanced discussions to sign for Leeds United from Rangers for a fee believed to be in the region of £5.5 million. Again, we've spoken about Glenn Kamara a few times on the channel now. He's being linked for quite some time. Maybe the club were making, or at least waiting to see what happened with Tyler Adams. Tyler Adams has now been sold. We've got £24 million more in the transfer budget. And for £5.5 million, I think Glenn Kamara would be a very good signing for the midfield. From what I've seen of him at Rangers, he is a good player and, hopefully could help with Archie Gray's development as well. A little bit more rotation there to help aid his development. So, yeah, I'm all for that. Another midfielder that's being linked as well, again, is LewisO'Brian from Nottingham Forest. Can this be the summer that he finally joins the club? Hopefully it is. Apparently, Leeds United are very much interested in the Nottingham Forest midfielder, who is out of favour under Steve Cooper, and they are open to letting him go. It's not confirmed yet whether it would be a loan with an obligation to buy or a straightforward purchase. Apparently, they value him at about £10 million. I don't think he's worth 10 million. I think maybe the loan with obligation to buy could be the better option, or at least an option to buy. But I saw, I think Oscar from All Leeds TV tweet it out yesterday, and he was bang on. I think a midfield two of Ampadu and O'Brien is arguably up there with the best midfields in the championship. So if we can get this over the line, I think he would definitely, more so than Kamara, in my opinion, definitely complement Ethan Ampadu 100%, and that would be a very good midfield to see in action at Ellen Road. There's also the guy from Brighton. Now I'm going to get his name on my phone because it's a very hard name to pronounce. So Facundo Buonanotte or Buonanotte, however you pronounce it. If that is the wrong pronunciation, which I'm sure it is, then I do apologise. But the 18-year-old centre attacking midfielder from Brighton. Apparently Brighton are looking to loan him out. Apparently, they only signed him a few months ago for a fee of about £10 million, and they do see him as a very good prospect for the future, which is why if he does come to Leeds United, it would just be a straight loan, no option, no obligation to buy. He would definitely return to the Amex Stadium after this season. But from what I've seen and what I've heard, again, I don't proclaim to know a lot about him. But it does look like someone that would fit Daniel Farke's way of playing. It can pay as a centre attacking midfielder, and he can play on either wing as well. So yeah, he would be very useful in a Daniel Farke system. So keep your eyes peeled on that one. There's a lot of sources reporting that that is very close, but who knows? I'm sure we'll see over the coming days. And then finally, a link that we saw last night as well. Apparently, this was on Sky Sports News as well. Apparently, Leeds United are very much interested in Genk forward. Again, let me just get his name up because it's a weird one to pronounce, I think. Let me just get it up. Joseph Paintsil. Joseph Paintsil from Genk in Belgium. Again, I'm just going to be open and honest, guys. Do not know anything about this guy. I've not really read too much or seen much of him, but all I know is that he's a forward. Whether on it's unclear whether he's actually an out and out number 9. If he is, fair enough. Obviously, he is an unknown quantity. The last time that Daniel Farke signed someone who was unknown in the Championship was Timu Pukki, and look how that worked for them. I think that worked quite well. So again, I do trust Daniel Farke in terms of the players that he's after. And yeah, hopefully whoever comes in can do a job. But we are, 9-10 days away from the transfer window closing now. It's really starting to heat up now, and time is of the essence. So if there's anyone working down at Ellen Road, you need to get your asses into gear and get some signings through that door over the next week. Again, whether you like it or not, potentially having Gnonto in the team on Saturday at least bolsters the attack a little bit more. So we'll see what happens with that. But that brings us to the end of this episode of Bitesize Leeds, guys. I really hope that you've all enjoyed it this morning. If you have, on your way out, please smash a like on the video. It really does help get the video out there to more people. Please subscribe if you're brand new. Hit the notification bell. And of course, get all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. And I'll see you again in the morning. Cheers.